Hello, Los Angeles Lakers fan. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates. First of all, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It's crucial for you to stay informed with the news daily. Without further ado, let's get to the news. The NBA world woke up today to whispers so loud they're shaking the entire basketball community. Picture this. Los Angeles Lakers, one of the most iconic franchises in sports history, pulling off what might be the most jaw-dropping move of the decade. Sources close to the situation claim the purple and gold have reached an agreement to bring in none other than Joel Embiid from the Philadelphia 76ers. Yes, you heard that right. The reigning MVP, the unstoppable force in the paint, the man who can dominate both ends of the floor, potentially swapping his Sixers red, white, and blue for Lakers gold and purple. It's a rumor that has the internet melting, with fans refreshing their feeds every 2 seconds, desperate for confirmation. People are already picturing Embiid catching lobs from LeBron James, spacing the floor for Anthony Davis, and making the Staples Center, Crypto.com arena, roar like it hasn't since the prime Kobe days. Of course, the details remain under wraps. Is it a done deal? Or just an elaborate smokescreen in the ever-twisting NBA trade market? Nobody knows for sure, but if this actually happens, it could reshape the league's balance of power overnight. The NBA world woke up today to whispers so loud they're shaking the entire basketball community. Picture this. Los Angeles Lakers, one of the most iconic franchises in sports history, pulling off what might be the most jaw-dropping move of the decade. Sources close to the situation claim the purple and gold have reached an agreement to bring in none other than Joel Embiid from the Philadelphia 76ers. Yes, you heard that right. The reigning MVP, the unstoppable force in the paint, the man who can dominate both ends of the floor, potentially swapping his Sixers red, white, and blue for Lakers gold and purple. It's a rumor that has the internet melting, with fans refreshing their feeds every 2 seconds, desperate for confirmation. People are already picturing Embiid catching lobs from LeBron James, spacing the floor for Anthony Davis, and making the Staples Center, Crypto.com arena, roar like it hasn't since the prime Kobe days. Of course, the details remain under wraps. Is it a done deal? Or just an elaborate smokescreen in the ever-twisting NBA trade market? Nobody knows for sure, but if this actually happens, it could reshape the league's balance of power overnight. Some insiders claim this move has been brewing behind the scenes for months, hidden under layers of quiet phone calls, discreet meetings, and coded social media posts. Apparently, Lakers GM Rob Pelinka has been working the chessboard with the precision of a grandmaster, anticipating not just this season's needs, but the long-term future of the franchise. The whispers say LeBron himself might have played a key role in convincing Embiid that Hollywood could be his next big stage. Imagine the pitch: sunshine, global spotlight, and a real chance to add multiple rings to his already impressive resume. But there's a twist. People close to the Sixers camp insist they were blindsided, that Embiid had given no official indication he wanted out. Yet, with the constant playoff heartbreaks in Philadelphia, maybe the temptation to join forces with proven champions was too strong. The potential package the Lakers would send back is a hot debate. Young prospects, draft picks, maybe even a starter or two. But one thing's certain. If this rumor turns real, the shockwaves will be felt in every front office across the NBA. Social media is in absolute chaos right now, with fan theories exploding faster than a fast break dunk. Some claim this all started when Embiid made a cryptic Instagram post featuring a palm tree emoji and a purple heart, sparking wild speculation that he was hinting at a California move. The timing of that post, just hours before trade chatter spiked, is too perfect for conspiracy-loving fans to ignore. Others point to Embiid's recent comments about wanting to be somewhere I can win now as the ultimate foreshadowing. Lakers fans are already flooding timelines with photoshopped images of Embiid in the iconic purple and gold jersey, standing alongside LeBron and AD like the NBA's newest three-headed monster. Meanwhile, Sixers loyalists are split. Some are furious at the thought of losing their cornerstone, while others believe a massive trade haul could finally reset the team's trajectory. Sports talk shows can't get enough, replaying the same three sources clips on loop while tossing out increasingly wild trade scenarios. Until the ink dries, all we have are rumors, reactions, and a fan base on the verge of collective cardiac arrest. The energy is electric, but also tense, like waiting for a buzzer-beater shot to drop. Behind the curtain, however, there are serious implications for both franchises. For the Lakers, landing Embiid would signal an all-in push to win now, maximizing what could be LeBron's final elite seasons. It would give him a true inside presence to dominate against rivals like Denver and Milwaukee, teams whose big men have caused headaches in recent years. Pairing Embiid's size and skill with Anthony Davis would create arguably the most intimidating frontcourt in modern NBA history. For Philadelphia, losing their MVP could be the first step into a painful but necessary rebuild, unless they manage to turn this trade into a treasure chest of young talent and picks. Some analysts believe the Sixers' front office has been quietly preparing for this possibility, stocking up on role players who could take on bigger responsibilities. But fans in Philly are emotional, and the mere thought of watching Embiid walk out the door feels like a betrayal of everything they've invested in the trust the process era. If these whispers are real, both franchises stand at crossroads where the next decision could define the next 5 years of NBA basketball, for better or for worse. The ripple effect across the league is already being imagined in real time. Western Conference teams are frantically recalculating their defensive schemes, picturing the nightmare matchup of trying to guard Embiid and Davis together. Coaches will be forced to pick their poison, double-team Embiid in the post, and leave shooters wide open, or let him go one-on-one and watch him feast in the paint. Meanwhile, the Eastern Conference might breathe a sigh of relief at the idea of facing a Sixers squad without its dominant centerpiece. But the trade could also set off a chain reaction, with teams like Miami, Boston, and Milwaukee looking to make their own splash moves to keep pace with a new Lakers superteam. The NBA is a league driven by stars, and when one of the biggest moves, everyone reacts. TV ratings, ticket sales, and jersey orders would spike overnight, especially in Los Angeles. The drama wouldn't just be on the court. It would be a full-blown media circus, with paparazzi following Embiid around Beverly Hills, every dinner and handshake dissected. In the rumor mill's current frenzy, this potential deal is more than basketball. It's a cultural event waiting to explode. Even in the absence of confirmation, the hypothetical fit is irresistible to discuss. Embiid's mid-range game would open the floor for LeBron's drives, while his rim protection would let Davis roam as a free safety on defense. Add in shooters like Austin Reeves spacing the floor, and you got a system that could stretch and punish any defense in the league. On offense, the Lakers could alternate between pounding the ball inside and running transition plays, creating mismatches that would be almost impossible to counter. The mere idea of LeBron and Embiid running pick and rolls has analysts salivating, envisioning defensive collapses and highlight reels for days. Yet, not everyone is convinced this would be smooth sailing. Some point to concerns about Embiid's injury history and how his minutes will be managed alongside AD, who's also had his share of setbacks. Still, in the modern NBA, talent wins championships, and this hypothetical roster oozes it from top to bottom. The more you break it down, the harder it is to imagine the Lakers not becoming instant favorites for the title. That's why this rumor has legs. It's just too tantalizing for anyone to dismiss outright. Of course, as with any potential blockbuster, there are skeptics who insist this is all smoke without fire. They argue that the Sixers' front office would never willingly trade an MVP in his prime, especially without a guaranteed superstar coming back. Others point to the massive luxury tax implications the Lakers would face, wondering if ownership is truly willing to stomach that kind of financial hit. But these same voices have been wrong before. Remember when people laughed off the idea of Anthony Davis leaving New Orleans for LA? Or when they swore Kevin Durant would never join the Warriors? The NBA has taught us one thing: never say never. If Embiid has made it clear behind closed doors that he wants out, Philadelphia's leverage decreases by the hour. And in that kind of environment, even the most untouchable players can be moved. Whether this rumor becomes reality or fades into the endless swirl of NBA gossip depends on decisions being made in high-rise offices right now. Until then, the basketball world remains glued to their screens, waiting for a single tweet or press release that could change everything. The rumors around Joel Embiid's potential move to the Lakers have not only captivated fans, but also stirred a whirlwind of speculation among analysts and insiders alike. As whispers turn into heated debates, questions flood the air. What would this mean for the 76ers strategy, and how would the Lakers manage the intricate chemistry of such a star-studded roster? Sources close to the situation suggest that Embiid's desire to compete for a championship might have reached a tipping point, especially after another frustrating playoff exit in Philadelphia. The Lakers, hungry to reclaim their throne, could be presenting a once-in-a-lifetime offer that includes multiple future draft picks, young promising players, and perhaps even a veteran to balance the locker room dynamics. But this isn't just about basketball, it's about legacy. For Embiid, the move could signify a new chapter where he sheds the burden of past disappointments and embraces the Hollywood spotlight, with the pressure and the glory that come with it. The timing seems almost cinematic, right before the trade deadline, in a league where power moves define eras. While no official confirmation has emerged, the buzz alone has reignited hopes and fears across two passionate fan bases. Every rumor has a seed of truth, and this one seems poised to grow into a defining saga for the NBA's future. Inside the Lakers' front office, the atmosphere is reportedly electric, though cautious. Negotiations this intense and complex require patience and precision, and sources hint at ongoing conversations not only with the Sixers, but also with agents, financial advisors, and even NBA executives who could influence the timing and structure of the trade. Managing salary caps, luxury tax penalties, and long-term contracts is no small feat, especially when you're dealing with a player of Embiid's caliber, who command a max contract and carries injury history concerns. Yet, the Lakers appear determined to clear the financial and roster space necessary to welcome him. LeBron James, a figure known for his influence beyond the court, is said to be heavily involved behind the scenes, advocating for the deal and envisioning the new dynasty they could build together. But despite the excitement, caution prevails. The Lakers know that chemistry is fragile, and integrating a player with such a dominant presence requires more than just talent. It demands trust and alignment in vision. Whether these talks culminate in a trade remains uncertain, but the groundwork is unmistakably being laid for a seismic shift in the league's landscape. Meanwhile, whispers in Philadelphia suggest a mixture of shock and resignation. The Sixers management is reportedly weighing their options carefully, considering not only the return package, but also the message this trade would send to fans and the rest of the league. Trading away a franchise cornerstone like Embiid would be an admission that the trust the process era is evolving, if not ending. Some executives reportedly believe this could unlock new opportunities, allowing the team to rebuild around fresh talent and reset their championship aspirations. However, loyal fans remain deeply divided. Some are calling for patience and faith in the current core, while others believe that accepting a blockbuster offer now could salvage the team's future. The atmosphere is tense, with social media ablaze and sports shows dissecting every leak. Philadelphia's basketball identity, tied so closely to Embiid's dominant persona, would inevitably shift. Still, a part of the fan base can't help but fantasize about the potential haul. Multiple picks, young players with upside, and the chance to build a new contender. As the drama unfolds, one thing is clear. The Sixers' next move will resonate far beyond the city of brotherly love. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on, the potential addition of Embiid to the Lakers lineup also raises intriguing tactical questions. How would head coach Darvin Ham manage this star-studded roster? Integrating two dominant big men, Embiid and Davis, could either create an unstoppable force or a conflict of roles and minutes. Coaches and analysts are already theorizing on rotations, defensive schemes, and offensive sets designed to maximize their combined strengths. Embiid's ability to stretch the floor with his shooting, paired with Davis's versatility, could redefine the Lakers' playing style, making them one of the most feared teams in the league. But balancing ego and ensuring chemistry is crucial. Both players are accustomed to being the focal point of their teams, and finding harmony would require delicate management. The Lakers' bench depth and supporting cast would also play a pivotal role in complementing these stars, especially with the heavy minutes expected from LeBron. Additionally, the health and durability of this core will be under scrutiny, as both Embiid and Davis have faced injuries. Fans and pundits alike are eagerly awaiting more concrete details. But until then, this rumor continues to fuel debates, fantasy drafts, and highlight real dreams of a Lakers team unlike any before. In the broader NBA ecosystem, this rumored trade could trigger a domino effect. Other Western Conference contenders like the Golden State Warriors and Phoenix Suns might feel compelled to accelerate their own roster upgrades to keep pace. Meanwhile, the Eastern Conference would brace for the challenge of a potentially weakened Sixers squad, while simultaneously keeping an eye on emerging threats from teams like the Miami Heat and Milwaukee Bucks. Trade talks across the league would intensify, with general managers seeking to capitalize on the shifting landscape, either by selling off assets or making their own bold acquisitions. The ripple effects wouldn't be limited to just player moves. Coaching staffs, front office strategies, and even league marketing plans could adjust in response to such a blockbuster. For fans, the intrigue would skyrocket as debates over the best team in the NBA turn into heated conversations with a new star at the center. This rumor, true or not, has already breathed new life into the league's mid-season drama, promising a thrilling build-up to the playoffs. If the Lakers and Embiid do unite, the NBA could witness a power shift that defines this era. Meanwhile, analysts are delving into the financial implications of such a trade. The Lakers, already navigating a complicated luxury tax situation, would face significant financial strain absorbing Embiid's max contract. Yet, reports suggest the ownership group is willing to go all in, betting on a championship run that could offset the short-term costs with long-term glory and revenue boosts. For the Sixers, acquiring future draft picks and younger players could also mean reducing payroll and increasing flexibility for future seasons. This financial chess game adds another layer of complexity to the negotiations, as both teams try to balance immediate talent with sustainable success. Financial experts predict this trade, if confirmed, would be among the most expensive in NBA history, highlighting how the league's economics intertwine with its competitive ambitions. The luxury tax bill, players' salaries, contract lengths, and potential buyouts will be scrutinized as fans and insiders try to piece together the logistics. In this high-stakes game off the court, money talks, and every dollar spent or saved could tip the scales in this blockbuster deal's final form. While official channels remain silent, the buzz in locker rooms and among players is palpable. Some Lakers players have reportedly expressed excitement about the possibility of teaming up with Embiid, eager to learn from and play alongside one of the league's best big men. LeBron James' rumored role as a mediator and leader in this process highlights the importance of team chemistry and player buy-in. Conversely, Sixers players have been tight-lipped, fueling speculation about locker room dynamics and morale. The human element of this potential trade, the relationships, the emotions, the sense of loyalty, adds depth to an already complex situation. Stories of late-night texts, secret meetings, and personal appeals are swirling among insiders, suggesting this is more than a business deal. It's a moment that could redefine careers. Fans on both sides are emotionally invested, with social media polls, fan forums, and local radio shows buzzing nonstop. The NBA landscape, often shaped by headlines and box scores, now feels deeply personal as the potential Embiid to Lakers saga unfolds in real time. All eyes remain glued to any new developments, as rumors continue to swirl and unfold. Speculation about the exact timing of the trade deadline, potential hurdles in the negotiations, and the possibility of other teams intervening keeps fans on edge. Industry insiders warn that even if the Lakers and Sixers are close to a deal, unforeseen obstacles, like last-minute contract demands or medical evaluations, could delay or derail the trade. The NBA, known for its unpredictable twists, is watching closely, with executives ready to react and adjust their own plans. Media outlets are on high alert, prepared to break the news the moment any confirmation leaks. Meanwhile, betting markets have even started to reflect the odds of Embiid landing in Los Angeles, highlighting the wide interest and high stakes involved. Until the trade is officially announced, every report, tweet, or whisper is dissected for clues, keeping fans, analysts, and players alike in a state of heightened anticipation. This story isn't just a rumor anymore. It's a living, breathing saga with the potential to change basketball history. Whether this blockbuster trade materializes or fades into the realm of what-ifs, its impact on the NBA narrative is undeniable. It has reignited passionate debates about team building, player power, and the pursuit of championships in today's league. Fans are imagining alternate realities where Embiid joins forces with LeBron and Davis, creating a super team that could dominate for years. At the same time, others caution that chemistry, health, and financial burdens could prevent this dream from becoming reality. The rumor has exposed the fragile balance between ambition and practicality, reminding everyone that behind every headline lies a complex web of negotiations, emotions, and strategic gambles. Whether a bold gamble or a calculated risk, the Lakers' pursuit of Joel Embiid represents the eternal quest for greatness that defines professional sports. As the saga continues to unfold, the NBA community waits with bated breath for the next chapter in this thrilling, high-stakes drama. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.